Good morning, doctor and my friend. My name is Chua Zheng Quan and my metric number is 272015. Today, I would like to present about the research method individual written assignment with the title Determinant of Online Shopping Intention among College of Business (COB) students in University Utara Malaysia (UUM) during COVID-19 pandemic. For the chapter 1 is introduction. There are 7 sections that will be discussed, namely the background of the study, problem statement, research question, research objective, the contribution of the study, the scope of the study, and the plan of the study. We're focusing on the determinant of online shopping intention among COB students in the UUM to prove the result of previous study. The next one is background of the study. Online shopping is a term that is nowadays well known and become a routine basis in daily life. Online shopping also is the popular shopping method for customers among people of all ages. For a problem statement, online shopping has become a new trend worldwide nowadays. Online shoppers have increased dramatically, especially during the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic in Malaysia. The MCO that was implemented by the government to reduce the case of infection not only encourage people to go online shopping, but also encourage people to take part in e-commerce activity. There are 4 research questions in this study. What are the demographic characteristics of COB students at UUM? Do gender difference influence the attitude, selective norm, perceived behavioral control, and online shopping intention among COB students at UUM during the outbreak of COVID-19? The third one is, do different academic schools influence the attitude, selective norm, perceived behavioral control, and online shopping intention among COB students at UUM during COVID-19 pandemic? The last one is, does all the variables have a relationship with online shopping intention among the students? There are also 4 research objectives in this study to examine the demographic characteristics of COB students at UUM. The second one is to examine whether the gender difference influence all the variables among COB students at UUM during the COVID-19. To examine whether different academic schools influence the variable among COB students. And the last one, to examine the relationship between attitude, selective norm, and perceived behavioral control with online shopping intention among COB students at UUM. The chapter 2 of the study is literature review. We will discuss gender, attitude, selective norm, academic school, online shopping intention, TBB, and also the OSI in the theoretical background. And for the empirical background, we discuss about gender, attitude, selective norm, academic school, and also OSI. The next chapter is methodology. Quantitative method has been used in order to study the determinant of online shopping intention of students at the COB in UUM. A survey is a proper investigation or study whereby data are collected and analyzed using observation, questionnaire, and other methods. For the source of data, an online questionnaire was created in order to collect data regarding the online shopping intention among COB students at UUM during the COVID-19 pandemic. The unit of analysis for this study is based on an individual. The respondents for this study are undergraduate students of UUM who are taking the course under the COB. For the sample and sampling, we collect 100 correspondents for total population of COB students. For the data analysis, I use the 6 methods such as frequency distribution analysis, reliability analysis, descriptive analysis, independent sample t-test, one-way ANOVA, and person correlation analysis to test the data collection. The chapter 4 of study is data analysis. I use the SPSS version 25 for the analysis purpose. The analysis include the demographic background, descriptive analysis, reliability analysis, independent sample t-test, one-way ANOVA, and also person correlation analysis. There was a summary of the hypothesis testing that show whether this study hypothesis was accepted or rejected. The first analysis of the study is the demographic background. There are 7% respondents at the range 18 to 19. 27% respondents are at the age range 20 to 21. 48% respondents are 22 to 23 years old, and 18% respondent is 34 years old and above. Among these respondents, 37% respondents are male, while 63% respondents are female. For the race of the respondent, 49% respondents are from Malay, 25% respondents are Chinese, and 16% are Indian respondents, and also 10% are respondents from another ethnicity. All of them come from different schools under the COB. There are 9% respondents from TISA, 36% of students from SEFB, 18% students from SBM, 19% students are SDML students, 12% are IBS students, 6% respondents are NGN students. For the source of finance, there are 68% respondents under PTPTN, 3% respondents use MARA as financial resource, and also 29% respondents get financial resource from JPA. The second analysis is descriptive analysis. The mean score for all the 4 variables are 4 and above, and none of the variables has a low level of mean score. Therefore, the standard deviation for all the variables in this study is between 0.478 and 0.538, which means acceptable variability in the data. The next analysis is the reliability analysis. The result for dependent variable, which is online shopping intention, is 0.760. It is good. The score for the first independent variable, attitude, is 0.753, which is good. The score for the subjective norm is 0.665, is acceptable. And the score for perceived behavioral control is 0.712, which is also good. The next analysis is independent sample t-test. There are 2 hypotheses in this test, which is there is no significant difference of attitude, subjective norm, perceived behavioral control, online shopping intention among gender, and there is a significant difference of attitude, subjective norm, perceived behavioral control, online shopping intention among gender. From the table between gender and attitude, the male respondent mean is 4.08635, score lower than the female, which is 4.1079. The assumption on equivariance is the sum as indicated in 11 tests, which is P 0.760 is bigger than 0.05. The results show no significant difference of attitude between gender. Therefore, the null hypothesis of no significant difference attitude between gender cannot be rejected. From the table between gender and subjective norm, the male respondent 4.0695 score more than female 4.0113. The assumption of equivariance is assumed as indicated in 11 tests, which is P 0.546 bigger than 0.05, so no significant difference of subjective norm between gender. Therefore, the null hypothesis of no significant difference subjective norm between gender cannot be rejected. From the table between gender and perceived behavioral control, the male respondent score 4.054 score more than the female 4.1238. The assumption of equivalence, which is P 0.368, is bigger by 0.05. The results show no significant difference of perceived behavioral control between gender. The null hypothesis of no significant difference perceived behavioral control between gender cannot be rejected. From the table between gender and online shopping intention, the male respondent score mean 4.1689 more than the female 4.15x7. The assumption of equivalence is P equal to 0.562 bigger than 0.05. Show no significant difference of online shopping intention between gender. The null hypothesis of no significant difference online shopping intention between gender cannot be rejected. The next analysis is one-way ANOVA test. There are two hypotheses, which is there is no significant difference of the variable amongst academic school, and there is a significant difference of variable among academic school. There is no significant difference between academic school on attitude from the ANOVA test. The p-value is greater than the significant level at 0.05, which is 0.344. The null hypothesis of no significant different attitude between academic school cannot be rejected. There is no significant difference between academic school on statistical norm. The p-value is greater than significant level at 0.05, which is 0.710. The null hypothesis of no significant difference between academic school cannot be rejected. There is no significant difference between academic school on perceived behavioral control from the ANOVA test. The p-value, which is 0.605, is higher than 0.05. The null hypothesis of no significant difference perceived behavioral control between academic school cannot be rejected. The last one is the online shopping intention. There is no significant difference between academic school on online shopping intention, which is p-value is greater than the significant level at 0.05, which is 0.344. The null hypothesis of no significant difference online shopping intention between academic school cannot be rejected. The last analysis was Pearson correlation analysis. There are two hypotheses in this analysis, which is there is no significant relationship between the variable and also online shopping intention. There is a significant relationship between variable and online shopping intention. From the table, there is a positive relationship between attitude and online shopping intention, which R is 0.651 bigger than the P. The strength of the correlation between both variables is high correlation, but not statistically significant. The null hypothesis of no significant different attitude between online shopping intention cannot be rejected. There is a positive relationship between statistical norm and online shopping intention. The null hypothesis of no significant difference statistical norm between online shopping intention cannot be rejected. Lastly, there is a positive relationship between perceived behavioral control and online shopping intention. The strength of the correlation between both variables is high correlation, but no statistically significant. The null hypothesis of no significant difference statistical norm between online shopping intention cannot be rejected. For the last chapter was discussion and conclusion. In this chapter, the researcher will discuss or summarize the finding from the result in which we interpret all of the data in chapter 4 and complete this study at the end of the chapter. From the study of summary of finding, there is no significant difference of all the variables between the gender based on the t-test. No significant difference in attitude, statistical norm, perceived behavioral control, and also online shopping intention between academic school based on the one-way ANOVA analysis. The last one in the Pearson correlation analysis indicate the high correlation and no significant difference between all the variables with the online shopping intention of COB student. The last one is policy implication. Retail business ought to take action to address the risk problem and foster confidence in the marketing strategy. Business needs to set up a method that can enhance privacy and safety due to the perceived absence of secure transaction. Online retailer in Malaysian stores also should work to build a solid reputation by, for this instance, partnering with partners who have a strong reputation, as well as by offering gratifying and sufficient transaction. That's all for my presentation. Thanks for watching.